Angie here. Welcome back to Angie's Corner. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's recipe is Shito Ghanaian spicy hot sauce. This thing is so famous and it's so delicious. A lot of people love this recipe and they keep asking me to post a vegan version of this. So a little bit about Shito. It's a simple black sauce the Ghanaians love and cherish dearly. This sauce pretty much this sauce, guys, a lot of Ghanaians will make this sauce and store it for weeks to months to years, guys. I'm not even kidding, because it's so versatile and it can be eaten with so many different recipes. One of my favorite is white rice. You pair this with white rice, guys, and it's so delicious. Others like it with kenke. Mostly though, people eat it with awache, and sometimes even with like fried yam, and it still tastes so delicious. There's so many different ways to make this shito. Today I'm going to be showing you my version, the vegan version. I really hope you give it a try. So now that I have your appetites wet, let's get to the kitchen and get cooking. So guys, at this point, please go ahead and pause the video and write down all the ingredients needed. Your wet ingredients are going to be your onion, garlic, and ginger for this recipe. If you have any fresh pepper that you like to use, you're gonna have to add it to this wet ingredient. You're gonna need mushroom and seaweed. These are my two secret ingredients that I've been using for a while now, and I love it, guys. It's gonna change your shito experience. You're also gonna need some dried pepper and dried ginger if you prefer. But if you want to make everything fresh, go ahead and get fresh ingredients. So here, make sure you watch all your wet ingredients, cut them up and blend them all together like I have in this big bowl. I have the onion, ginger, and garlic blended together. I have all the other dried ingredients on the sides. I have the mushroom, shiitake mushroom blended in the black bowl. I have the Maggi in the little bowl. I have the seaweed blended in the white medium bowl. I have the red chili hot pepper in the far left corner. I have the oil, and also I have my ginger powder to the right corner here. Make sure you set up all your ingredients and ready to go. Alright guys, so we're gonna get started with our shito recipe. This is gonna be fast and very simple to make. First of all, make sure that the pan is hot and ready to go. We're gonna start off with our oil. We have here some vegetable oil, so we're just gonna go ahead and dump it in. It may seem like a lot of oil, but shito requires a lot of oil because all that dry ingredients will just absorb everything and leave you with really dry shito if you don't add a lot of oil. So this is about a cup and a half of canola oil. So we're gonna make sure that the oil is really hot, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our blended ingredients. The blended ingredient contains our onion, 10 medium onions. We have garlic, and we also have our ginger. We didn't add a lot of fresh ginger because we're going to be adding dried powdered ginger. So we just added like a handful of ginger to that. So yes, we're going to make sure that our oil is hot and ready to go, and then we're going to add the wet ingredients. Alright, so we've had our oil heating for about 2 to 3 minutes now, and I can tell it's ready to go. It's really hot, so we're just gonna slowly transfer the wet ingredients into the mixture. Look at all this goodness. There's a lot of onions. Make sure that you keep the heat on medium to high and stir occasionally, because you don't want to burn it. However, you want to brown the onion. It's gonna take some time, about an hour or two, but just depending on how hot your heat is. So just go ahead and keep stirring occasionally. Like I said, I'm probably gonna cover this and just go about doing different things, and I'll keep checking on this. Yeah, if you're in a hurry, just keep your heat on high and just keep stirring. But if you're not, you can keep it on medium to low and just have it cook throughout the day. Doing shito sometimes takes a lot of time, but it doesn't have to be. It really depends on what you're after. But the point is to have the wet ingredient, the onion, nicely browned without burning. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a cover, and we'll go from there. So guys, it's been about an hour since we started heating the shito. Right now you can see it's very reduced, the colors changed. I just basically gave it a stir from time to time to get the bottom fully incorporated. See how brown the bottom looks? It's not burnt, it's just browned, and that's exactly how we want it. So here we're gonna go ahead and add the dried ingredient at this point. Here we have our mushroom, blended dried mushroom. We're gonna add that. It's about a cup of that. And we have our red pepper, half a cup of that, because you want your shito to be spicy. The point of shito is spicy black sauce. So the spicier it is, the better. As you can see, the oil, you can hardly tell the oil at this point because, like I said, the mixture tends to just absorb. The dry mixture would absorb all the oil, so you can barely see the oil at this point. But we're gonna be adding about 1 cup of oil to bring it home. So we're gonna be adding 1 cup of ginger powder. I think I'm gonna do half a cup for now and add the other half later after I add the oil. Usually I would do half the amount of ginger, half the amount of onion to ginger, but I didn't have any fresh ginger, so I decided to just use the powder. So here you can see it looks very dry. So I'm gonna add my next ingredient. This is blended seaweed. So basically the main ingredients in shito is onion, a lot of pepper, and also dried fish. But since this is vegan, we're using the dried seaweed to achieve that fishy taste without actually adding fish. Seaweed is completely vegan, so we blended it into a powdery mixture. So everything is too dry at this point, so I'm gonna add oil. You don't want to add any liquid like water to your mixture. You just want oil. Okay, so that's about a cup. So we're gonna go ahead and mix it around, see how dark the shito is looking at this point. Once you add your dried ingredients, it doesn't really take much to complete the process. Some people would add a little bit of tomato paste. I don't have any, and so I'm not gonna add. You really don't have to add, but if you want, like maybe a teaspoon of tomato paste to the mixture. Alright, so see how delicious it's looking. We've definitely achieved the color, and I'm sure it tastes even better. So we're gonna add our Maggi cube. And then after that, we'll add salt to taste. But I like to add the Maggi first because it is salty, so you don't want to end up with too much salt. So you do the Maggi, and if it's not enough, then you add your salt last. Oh my gosh, guys, look at how delicious this is looking. I cannot wait to taste it. So I'm low-key frying tofu on the side, so that's all the noise that you hear. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a taste. This is tasting really good. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna add the rest of the ginger. It does have a lot of ginger. I really don't have to add everything, but the more the merrier, right? So let's just go ahead and add that, and then we'll complete it with the rest of our oil. Shito can last a long time, even months, because of the lack of water in it. So make sure you're not adding any water to your shito, but adding as much oil as possible is gonna help preserve your shito for a very long time. I feel like it could use just a tiny bit of salt, not too much. So I'm gonna add some salt. Maybe like half a teaspoon. Oh wow, guys, this tastes so good. And it's not overly spicy, just like how I like it. Wow, guys, we are basically done with this shito. I'm probably just gonna give it like a minute or two on the fire to have everything come together, well marinated. And that's it. It really doesn't take a long time, as long as you really heat your onion to kind of lower the quantity a bit to dehydrate it. You add your dried ingredients and you're pretty much good to go. This shito is tasting so good. Look at it. Yes. That's it, guys. We're done with our shito. And like I said, you know, it doesn't really take that long to make shito. It's just you have to have the right technique down. And also you don't need any more spices because you have your ginger, you have your garlic, and then the onion, which all gives it this nice flavor. So you don't really need any other like nutmeg or anything like that. But if you feel like it, just go ahead and throw whatever spices that you like in there and enjoy. I really hope this is easy for you and you give this a try. Thank you. Our vegan shito is all done, guys. Look at how delicious this looks. I really wish you could taste it. It is the best. Oh my goodness. Please try this and let me know what you pair it with. Are you the type that likes white rice or awate or kenke? Please comment below and let me know. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.